What started as an innocuous connection request on the Signal app spiraled into one of the most shocking security breaches of recent times. On the 11th of March, Jeffrey Goldberg, who's the editor-in-chief of The Atlantic, received a request to join a Signal chat from Michael Waltz, who's a US National Security Advisor to President Donald Trump. What followed was a deep dive into sensitive classified military plans concerning a potential strike against Yemen's Iran-backed Houthi rebels. The breach of national security raised serious questions about why government officials would ever use a commercial app like Signal for such critical discussions and why the app is utterly unsuitable for high-stakes military planning. So, what is a Signal app and why it's not the best tool for military planning? Signal is a commercial messaging app widely used for secure encrypted communication. While it boasts strong encryption, it is not approved by the US government for handling classified or military sensitive information. While it's not unusual for national security officials to communicate on Signal, it's typically for logistical purposes like meeting planning. But this was something entirely different. This is a major issue, especially when you consider the stakes of information being exchanged. Goldberg wrote about this in The Atlantic, stating, "I have never seen a breach quite like this. It is not uncommon for national security officials to communicate on Signal, but the app is used primarily for meeting planning and other logistical matters, not for detailed and highly confidential discussions of a pending military action." Several national security lawyers who spoke with Goldberg's colleague Shane Harris weighed in on the legal issues. They pointed out that coordinating military action over Signal could violate provisions of the Espionage Act, which governs the handling of national defense information. The lawyers' verdict was unanimous. Signal should never have been used in the first place for this purpose. Government officials are trained to handle sensitive information within strict protocols. For starters, they are required to communicate through specialized systems like the Sensitive Compartmented Information Facilities, better known as the SCIFs. These secure rooms are equipped to handle classified information. Additionally, most senior officials, including cabinet members, have SCIFs installed at their homes. They are supposed to use government-approved equipment for any national security or military-related discussions. But in this case, the use of Signal, which is not authorized for such sensitive matters, posed serious security risks. If the officials were moving around in public or using unsecured devices, there was a major possibility that their phones could be lost or hacked, exposing classified information to adversaries. As former US government officials pointed out, even if the officials on the Signal chain had declassified the information, it still doesn't make the app a safe or authorized venue for handling it. Adding another layer of complication, some of these Signal messages were set to disappear after 1 week, others just after 4 days. This raises significant concerns about whether the officials violated federal records laws. Under these laws, text messages about official acts must be preserved. By using Signal, where messages can vanish after a set time, officials risked violating those legal requirements. Jason R. Barron, who's a former director of litigation at the National Archives, weighed in to The Atlantic, stating that the use of Signal for official business could be a violation. He further stated, under the records laws applicable to the White House and US federal agencies, all government employees are prohibited from using electronic messaging applications such as Signal for official businesses unless those messages are promptly forwarded or copied to an official government account. One of the most glaring issues arose when Mike Waltz mistakenly added Goldberg to the Signal group, which then became a source of classified information being transmitted to someone not authorized to receive it. Whether intentional or not, this is the textbook definition of a leak. National security experts made it clear that regardless of the intent, this was a breach. As one expert put it, even if Goldberg didn't believe he was part of a leak until the information became public, the act of adding him to the group was a breach of operational security. This is a classic example of how simple mistakes can have serious consequences. Though the officials were likely aware of the need for secrecy, the failure to properly secure communication channels created a direct path for sensitive information to leak. As mentioned before, Signal is widely regarded as a secure messaging app, but it simply isn't designed for government use, especially not for military or national security matters. For one, Signal is a private commercial app that operates outside the US government oversight. The government has its own secure communication channels for sharing classified information, which are designed to prevent hacks, leaks, or other vulnerabilities. The very nature of Signal, with its disappearing messages and the lack of government sanction, makes it an inappropriate tool for discussing sensitive military plans. Using Signal for such sensitive conversations opens the door to multiple security risks, such as data interception, hacking, and accidental leaks. It's a communication platform designed for everyday users, not for high-level national security officials managing military operations. For more updates on the Signal leak scandal, stay tuned to the official YouTube channel of the Indian Express.